Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, August 21st, 2025, Aries. Stay busy today, keep your mind occupied with basic tasks that need to be done. You can accomplish anything by multitasking, writing down plans and sticking to it. There is no shortage of things that need to be done, so stop procrastinating. If you feel stuck on something, don't be afraid to ask for help. Friends and co-workers are your greatest resources right now. Taurus, you're at an emotional climax today. Things are coming to a critical point. Little issues in a relationship that you've ignored are coming back to haunt you. Someone could be trying to cross you at this time, or maybe it just feels that way. Don't get overly paranoid. The whole world isn't out to get you, so please relax. Gemini, you may feel confused. If so, take a deep breath and slow down. Being frantic will only run you into circles. Your head and mind are buzzing in all directions. You try to settle down, don't feel like it. You need to come up with any particular solutions. Trying to pin things down will only frustrate you and waste your time. Cancer, embrace your loved ones. Let your heart lead the way. Things will flow your way if you let it. Don't try to fight the good fortune that comes. If you try to force the door open, it won't budge. Knock gently and it will open by itself. Your mind is quick today, so get things moving in a positive direction. Jump on the uphill spiral to success. Leo, listen to the birds today. They have a song for you, telling you to be happy. Take time to do things that make you feel good. Connect with creative people and projects that get your artistic juices flowing. Keep things light and uplifting, and it may be hard to make a decision about anything right now. Just don't let that keep you from being productive. Virgo, there is a powerful force behind your heart and you might come across more forcefully than usual in the love and romance department. This is a good day to make a bold step towards your internal fire as it burns more brightly than ever. Share your warmth. Spreading your love will ensure that people are happy to keep you warm on days when your fire runs out. Libra, you might feel like your heart requires a bit more attention than usual. There could be a close friend who is even needier than you. Either way, the situation is going to cause tension in an important relationship. If you're not currently involved with someone, this is probably for the better. Things aren't going to be as they seem. Scorpio, things go well in your love life today, but only if you let that happen. You must first open your arms to give and receive. If your arms are full of laundry, it will be harder for people to hug you. Take your clothes to the cleaners and keep your arms free to receive the love that you need. Remember that giving is as important as receiving. Sagittarius, spend time with someone you love today, but keep things light and easy. Don't be too deep and don't expect others to necessarily feel the same things that you feel. You might feel slighted when others don't give you the same attention that you give or you deserve. Don't take it personally. Others may be unfocused and short of attention, so don't expect any major commitments or deep conversations right now. Capricorn, love is in the air for you. You will be rewarded handsomely because you have so many things to offer. Spread your love everywhere. Skip from place to place and person to person, receiving smiles of pleasure. Put your worries aside, there's every reason to be happy. Laughter keeps you looking young, so please enjoy. Aquarius, you feel indecisive when it comes to a romantic situation. You may ask yourself questions about how to proceed. Don't get overwhelmed by all the possibilities. Take things one step at a time. The more you read into each small gesture, the crazier you will drive yourself. Don't run around in circles. Confront the issue. Pisces, things should be going quite well in the department of love today. Pursue creative projects in social environments. The more time you spend with others, the more fulfilled you will be by sundown. You are fueled by others' energy. Spend time with the people you love and you'll feel a solid sense of self-worth. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 21st August 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Oh my goodness, you know what day it is today. It is Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. That means tomorrow is Friday. We're almost to the end. But nonetheless, pleasant, spectacular good morning to you, DBS family. It's your boy Vision back here once again. And of course, we got a spectacular show lined up for you. But before that, as usual, as protocol, we got to check with the news desk. Let's see what they have to say. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Good morning. Time now for the news with me, Timothy Paulion. Prime Minister and Minister with Responsibility for National Security, Philip J. Pierre, has presented for a second reading in Parliament the CARICOM Arrest Warrant Treaty Bill. Pierre told Parliament the bill reflects another step by government to confront crime, which he described as a regional challenge.
Because, Mr. Speaker, the crime pandemic seems to be a CARICOM problem. Heads of government have debated. In fact, there have been at least 2 conferences held on the issue of crime, the issue of crime in the region, Mr. Springer. In fact, some people, or in fact, crime as a health issue, crime as a public health issue, Mr. Speaker, the situation has been described as a public health issue, Mr. Speaker.
The legislation gives effect to the treaty signed on July the 6th of 2017, creating a system within CARICOM for the arrest and surrender of persons wanted for prosecution or to serve custodial sentences across member states. 34 officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force have successfully completed a 10-week Spanish language course, an important step in strengthening their ability to serve the public and engage effectively with Spanish-speaking communities.
We need to improve the capacities, the skills of this generation to better serve to the country. So that is very important for us. In this regard, I congratulate the 34 graduates and their commanders for the decision to promote the Spanish course, and reiterate to you that the Mexican Embassy will always be willing to cooperate with the police force in activities that serve to provide better services to the community in which we belong.
The program marks a milestone in the force's drive to enhance the skills and capabilities of its members. We continue the broadcast with news that the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has launched a series of community outreach campaigns targeting youth, aimed at educating them about the law and the importance of conflict resolution to prevent violent fatalities.
The community policing unit is always committed to sensitizing not just only children, young people, but everybody in society as to the responsibilities of the police, rules and regulations, the laws governing our nation.
The initiative comes in the wake of Saturday's tragedy, which left citizens traumatized and called for an urgent increase in law enforcement presence in public spaces. We continue the broadcast with news that the government's annual summer employment program has seen strong participation this year, with more than 200 students gaining valuable work experience. But concerns remain about engaging more young men in the initiative.
So we have to find a way to get our boys engaged in more meaningful and exciting, productive activities in such a program. Because in the schools itself, some of the schools, if you look at percentage male to female, it's almost close to 50-50. So in that case, if we don't see that reflected in the work environment, you are wondering what exactly is happening to most of our boys.
The government says it remains committed to supporting youth development through both employment and improved community facilities. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Timothy Paulion. Here's the safe and enjoyable Thursday. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. Good morning.
Muchos gracias. Merci beaucoup, News Desk. Stick around. This is DBS Morning. We'll be right back. You know, a couple of days back, we caught up with Yvonne Edwin from the Public Service Toastmasters Club. They're having a youth summer workshop, of course, helping the kids to develop their skills in communication, in speaking, and so forth, especially in the public realm. Well, we actually went to that workshop and see what the kiddos were up to and how they're enjoying this workshop. Let's see what they have to say. Of course, good morning to you once again, DBS family. Now, you remember we caught up with Yvonne Edwin a few days back to talk about the Public Service Toastmaster Club Youth Summer Workshop. Well, we're here right now at said workshop, and we have two of the little ones here who are engaging, of course. What's your name, my brother?
Kieran.
All right. And your name?
Chris Eva.
All right. And you guys having fun at the workshop? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me. At first, a little buddy told me that at first you weren't too maybe happy, you didn't really want to come to the workshop, but now your mind has changed. What made you change your mind?
Well, like they was giving like certain breaks and like they was giving out food and like refreshments, and The price was good because you only had to pay around $20, and like for 3 days, like 3 hours, and it was very good. Like because they used to be like they buying drinks for us, and like they giving us pastries, like food, in the break in the certain hour. And like it taught me how to speak out in the public, and like to go out on stage and to talk and to like to do certain things, and like it made me overcome my fear.
Excellent, excellent. We're coming back to you. Now, with you now, what are some of the things that you've learned throughout the workshop?
From always mean um to not ever like face your fears, to always to be good, and like when you're on stage you don't have to be so scared or anything else.
So, before participating in this workshop, would you have ever come on camera?
I have been on camera before
Okay,
from my Hands Up Praise,
okay,
and I've been on camera before.
okay. All right. So now you've learned. So now you're more inclined to speak in public and talk to people. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. What about you, my brother? What did you take away from this whole workshop?
Well, basically, like it was very fun and stuff like that, and I made new friends, and like yeah, basically yeah.
So, what can you tell to any other young persons out there now?
Well, the workshop is very like a very good workshop, and I like encourage youths to like join it because like it helps them like as you in secondary school or something like that, and like you can talk out to the public, like you can talk on stage and stuff like that.
Obviously, you guys are very brave, and I do commend you for participating. All right, good job, good job. All right. Of course, DBS family, you know we have to chime in with Eve on herself. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. Blessed morning to everyone.
Of course, I know as soon as we came in, we saw right on action with all the kids and getting down and gritty and so forth. How has the workshop been so far?
The workshop has been successful. We set a target. It's new for Toastmasters doing a summer workshop of this kind, but we felt it's so important to not just do our craft with older persons or the members in the club, but to amplify young voices. And so this stemmed from what we're going to be doing even more is public outreach and making sure not just the average person hears about Toastmasters, but the youth. I think that the workshop, and they will tell you, has transformed them in one way or another. Some of them, on Monday morning, they felt they were forced to be here. And I'm telling you from the reviews from today, the final day, they're indicating the value of those life skills that they have learned.
We are joined here by two upset young ones here who could probably give some words as to their experience. How has the workshop been for you?
The workshop has been wonderful. It was great. I met new people. I met new friends. I overcome some of my fears of speaking in the public, stage fright. And yes, I had break. I had refreshments. They gave us that. And yeah.
You like your refreshments?
They like their food. They like their food.
I'm going to ask you now, probably a big question. So let me see you put those skills to work. How now are you going to take those skills you've learned from it and apply it to your everyday life now?
I would use it at school to communicate with my teachers and peers so I could learn different things and help my parents and my family with their communication skills and leadership skills also. So yes, that's how I would put it in my everyday life.
Excellent. You see, she's learning about service, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Excellent job to you and the rest of those involved as well.
And part of this was to get the students to understand that these are life skills. This is everyday communication that you use. And I think they have really benefited from that. Over the 3 days, we were able to break them into groups, get them to understand the listening, thinking, and speaking. And today they're doing presentations. So we have debaters, we have persons presenting, and impromptu. So when the media comes to you and you need to craft a response, listening, thinking, and then speaking is the model or the structure of doing presentations. And they're learning that, and they're about to get in to do their debates.
Very, very vital skills needed for the future, especially in the age we are in right now with social media and all these kinds of things.
And that is tremendously important. So Toastmasters teaches communication and leadership, life skills that everyone should learn. The kids have, why can't you? Join a Toastmasters Club. We have 4 on island, and we're waiting to hear from you.
So, Saint Michelle, young and older, we don't say older and older, take advantage, join a Toastmasters Club, learn to speak, communicate, and just overall be better yourself, all right? Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thanks again, young ones, all right? Enjoy the rest of your workshop.
What did we learn? For better?
Listening, thinking, and speaking.
Excellent. All right, stick around. It's the best morning. We'll be right back. When you hear the name Kathleen Carew, you know what we're talking about. That's right. This weekend coming up is the Unconference. Let's see what she had to say. Maureen caught up with her.
I'm here with Kathleen Carew. Of course, by now, everybody already can relate to this young lady right here and the remarkable job she's been doing with the Helens Daughters movement, the community. And we are here because, once again, Helen's daughter, headed by Kathleen, is on another absolutely groundbreaking, innovative mission. We're talking about the Unconference.
Yes,
Kathleen, thank you so very much for meeting with us, but more so, to let the viewing public know about this absolutely first time we're going to be doing it.
The first time.
Tell
but
me.
Not the last.
Not the last, definitely. I don't feel that way about it as well when I see what's going on here. What prompted this? What are we talking about here? What are we looking forward to on the weekend?
Great questions. And we're so happy to have you as our MC.
Absolutely.
Mistress of ceremonies for both days. So
Certainly.
we're very excited about that. But the Unconference is something that was inspired by a visit to France in 2023 when I went to their agricultural forum. And it was literally like a festival.
Wow.
An entire week, families, politicians, policy, everybody went, it was the place to be.
Wow.
And it was literally almost a celebration of freedom, food, and farming.
Wow.
And I'm like, why isn't the Caribbean doing this?
Absolutely.
So I wanted to recreate it, but obviously with a St. Lucian twist, because I feel like we have a lot of agricultural events. It's always like expos, which are great to showcase, products and so forth. But there's no celebration of the people. There's not really many spaces for learning and connection, and we wanted to create that. So we came up with the idea of the Unconference, and that's why we use the word Unconference. It's not your typical conference.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I said, is it UN conference or is it Unconference?
A lot of people have been like, some people have been a UN conference. I'm like, no, this is independent. This is HD run and so forth. And what you'll be able to find is everything from balcony chats. So we're not doing panels or anything like that. Relatable conversations on anything from finance, banking, on agriculture, from food as medicine, from things like climate change, disaster preparedness and response. But also you'll be able to do workshops, for example. So if you're an entrepreneur, but you're not really strong on financial literacy and stuff like that, there's a workshop for you.
Wow.
If you're someone who's always wanted to have a little home garden or do something in your apartment, we have a quick start guide for you. That's one of the workshops. And if you're coming with your family, we have a petting zoo. So if kids have never gotten to see like a peacock for the first time, here's your chance.
Me?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And then, for the entrepreneurs in particular, we've created a support agency showcase. So if you need to know about, pension and individual contributions, NIC is there, MASI is there. There's so many agencies that are literally there who
It's
will
like
be
a
able to answer.
networking hub.
It's a networking hub, but also under the guise of a festival.
That's
The
right.
same level of production that you would expect at, let's say, a Color Me Red or a FET or a festival, expect that same level of execution at the Unconference.
Wow. And it runs for 2 days. That's
runs for 2
on
days.
this Saturday and Sunday?
Yes.
The 23rd and the 24th.
Yep.
Where would it be held?
At the amazing, beautiful Project Chocolat. And we're taking over the space. So again, it's not this AC stifling room. You have these beautiful open areas. Some of our workshops are happening in lovely greenhouses and so forth. I mean, for those who have just been to Project Chocolat, you know, you see that open space, you see the art, like there's Saki's painting and so forth. We wanted to send a message too that when we have Caribbean convenings, it has to be the Caribbean way. People want to come in an open air space, a natural environment, connect with one another, and you can still have those important conversations.
Feel the island, feel the vibe,
exactly.
but get the information. I absolutely love this. How can persons, I know it's filling up very fast, but do people have to register? What does it take? What do they have to do?
So we have spots for everybody. Right now, you can register on helensdaughters.org. If you have like some issues, you can also reach out to us 287-7700 and we can send the link or guide you through that process. Right now we're just under 500. My goal was 500 persons registered, but we're also taking essentially on-site registration, and most importantly, it is totally free.
I was about to ask this song, like we have a lot of money to spend, but it's free.
It's totally free.
Wow.
It's totally free. And that's the thing. We know that, you know, the mindset people have towards agriculture, so we're trying to make it as inclusive as possible. So free admission. Also, we have shuttle services, leaving Castries at 7 a.m. in front of Derek Walcott Square, Plants Place in Dennery at 7 a.m. And also we have a shuttle in Viewford in front of Republic Bank, also at 7 a.m.
On both days?
On both days.
Wonderful.
And we've subsidized it, so it's just $10 one way, $20 round trip. So literally you have no excuse to not come.
Absolutely. I say that. I am certainly looking forward to this innovative new mission. And I can see it, like you said, being a staple. Yes. So we're looking forward to that. If you have not yet registered, well, you know what to do. Head on to Helens Daughters website. Exactly. And I see you guys on Saturday and Sunday. Yes, and I look forward to it, Caitlin. Thank you again. And you keep doing the thing, man. You were cut out for that, I can tell you that. I would not have these ideas. He can't get up and just say that is what we're doing. Listen, you've got to be cut out for things, but I'm happy that you understood what your purpose is and you're definitely holding it.
No, and well, thank you for helping us to amplify our message. You have been a champion for Helens Daughters. Technically, Maureen is a Helens daughter. Card-carrying member.
Anyways.
Oh, and speaking of, there will be
Andrew the Carrots is going to go. I get to go into the weed, man. Don't play with it.
Regulated Substances Authority, they're going to call it the Cannabis Authority. Yeah. They'll be there. He has a whole balcony chat, so you get your blueprint on how to get started.
We're doing it. Now you'll understand my role in Helens Daughters. So we're looking forward to it, guys. Sounds like it's going to be fun. I don't know why we didn't want to miss something like that, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. And Caitlin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, guys, and we can't wait to see you there.
This morning, we always have to highlight the creatives in this country, because what would it be a good time without our creatives, yeah? Of course, we caught up with Kilo on the track, a young aspiring producer, a good buddy of mine. Let's say about his journey. Of course, good morning once again, DBS family. You know how we do. We have to showcase, highlight all the creatives that I know, we know, and who need a spotlight. I'm here with Arnold Joseph, much better known as Kilo on the track. Yeah, I try to mimic the guitar.
Yeah.
How are you, broski? Don't know the vibe?
Yeah, respect for having me here. I'm happy that I'm able to show my face to the beautiful people of St. Lucia. For those who do not know me, I'm Kilo on the track, music producer, Bogus Bawono. Big up. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Kilo on the track. So I would definitely advise you to check out my page, some of the best instrumentals you will need for your music.
I can vouch for that, guys. You know I'm on the music side as well, so I could always vouch for Kilo, of course, being one of the most talented producers in St. Lucia. Kilo, first of all, how did you get started in producing? What inspired you? What made you sit down and say, boy, let me grab a laptop, download FL Studio, and let me just figure out what I'm doing here?
Boy, imagine I was in Form 3 of current secondary school, and the government was giving out laptops. Now I had a partner of mine that mentioned the other studio, so I went to visit him. He brought me to the vibe. When I landed in the studio, I just fell in love with everything. The music, creating music, the sound and everything, the instruments. So we exchanged numbers and he gave me a program called FL Studio, and from there I took it. Personally, I made extra time, late nights, learning the program, learning different sounds, scales, chords, different styles of music. And, well, hard work pays off, so.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Prior to that, you had any experience or any music or anything? It's just strictly in the producing?
No experience.
Any family members in music?
No, bro. In fact, I'm the only person from the community that ever thought of having a studio vibe.
Okay, all right.
So it's like a new thing to the community.
First in Bogies and many more to come, hopefully.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure you inspire many others inside of there as well.
Every day.
What's your style like when it comes to producing, or what genres do you dabble in?
Well, I more look for what's trending at the time, the most trending sound at the time. So that's what people most drawn to at the moment.
Right.
So that's what I look forward into. So for me, it's basically a mixture of R&B, dancehall, Afro, trap, whatever style you. Well, once the music sounds good, I'm in it. That's as easy.
So you just versatile.
I just versatile. I
You
don't
don't
no
pick yourself
selection.
in one bracket.
No. You need that, you come to me.
Somebody comes to you and they say, I want a country mix with dancehall. You're gonna sit down and figure that out.
I'll give it my best.
Yeah,
It may not sound to the top, but I'll give it my best.
I like that. I like that. What are some of the key highlights you've had so far in your producing career?
I worked on a project with KO, Rashad, and a few artists from St. Lucia, Shemi J, C. Dale.
Right.
I worked with a lot of producers overseas.
That's the
as
Birds
well.
project, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's the Birds. Yeah,
Right,
that's the Birds project. I worked with a lot of producers overseas, a lot of artists overseas as well. I more network outside of the country. But I want to change that so I could actually have more work with more artists down there. A lot of the underground artists. I try to, network myself with more people down there so we could basically bridge that gap. Because people feel they have to live here to make it in the music. You don't have to live. You don't have to live here. You can basically do everything down there. So I just want to, link up with different people, network, and try to bridge that gap. So that idea people have, like they have to leave the country to basically make it in music, nah, that's false.
Right.
So I just want to, network and basically build a connection with the artists, producers, videographers, photographers, everybody, all content creators come together and try and make, elevate the vibe.
As we should.
Check it?
As we should.
Yeah, man.
And who's your dream collab?
Oh boy, that's a very, very good question for my dream collab. Wow. Boy, there are so many, eh?
Give us two. One or two.
My dream collab.
Who comes to mind first?
But you brought that question up to me. I had so many. I never actually thought of the two I really wanted. But Shensia is one, for sure. I would definitely want to work with Shensia. And another artist I would definitely want to work with. That's gonna be Wizkid. Wizkid.
All right. Yeah, man.
I like the Afrobeat essence. Like since we descendants of Africa, the cultural vibe in the music. I like it.
Of course, man. Of course. And finally, to any young aspiring producers out there, content creators, of course, as well, what words would you have for them?
Try to be as authentic as you can. Try to be yourself. You could use someone else's influence to shape your sound and what you want to do. But I would advise you try to be as more authentic and believe in yourself as much as you can. This is the only thing that's going to keep you going is your self-belief. I would advise you keep believing in yourself. Even though people try to bring you down, self-belief is what's going to keep you going. So I would advise everybody, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, because anything is possible.
By law. My brother, of course, thanks so much again. Of course, wishing you all the success in the future, broski. Don't know.
Yeah, man, you're ready, fam.
To anyone out there who needs a producer, who needs some beats, some rhythms, some creativity in the music realm,
the best.
Contact the boy, of course, one of the best Bogies representing. Of course, all good things must come to an end, and eventually that will be this week with tomorrow's show on Friday. But nonetheless, guys, we're still here today. Have a good day. Champion whatever cause you're doing. Once it's a good one, drink some water, be kind to somebody, and of course, same time, same place tomorrow, right back here, DBS This Morning. I'm your boy Vision, and I'm out. Peace.